answer all your stock queries. To help us with the technicals, we have Hitesh Eidnani. He is founder and CEO of Trend Tech Consultants. He's joining us from Kolkata. And to help us with the fundamentals, we have Jatinder Sharma. He's partner with equitystrategist.com, joining us from Delhi. Welcome, gentlemen, to Buy or Sell. Let's see if we have a first caller with us. Yes, we do. Let's take up his query. Ram Mohan is a management consultant joining us from Ghaziabad. Ram, good afternoon. What's your question?
I have a query. I bought around 800 shares of Kingfisher Airlines at the rate of 72 rupees. Now the question which comes to mind is that aviation sector per se, how is going to perform? Number two, should I hold this share for the longer time so that I gain something out of it? And third is, which is better buy, Kingfisher or SpiceJet? These are the questions that comes to my mind. I will be thankful to you for advice.
All right. Do you have a target in mind, Ram?
I probably thought that Kingfisher would go around 90, and that didn't go. It came back around 80 or 85. It went up to there after this slide down, and I lost the opportunity to encash it.
All right. Let's ask Hitesh first. Technically, what is the option for our investor? Hitesh, this stock has entered into a short-term correction of sorts, but so had the market, so it's really not doing something extraordinary. On the charts, do you like this counter? In between, we did see a very good spike coming for aviation stocks. Is that going to be repeated? What can we expect?
Kingfisher saw a high of 90 in November before this huge correction which took it down all the way to 56. But my advice for this counter would be, since the investor already invested and he got in at around 72, my advice would be to keep 56 as a stop loss. If it goes below 56, then it once again confirms this pattern of lower tops and lower bottoms which started from November is intact in play, and in fact the counter has become bearish in the intermediate term. On the upside, if it breaks above 72, then the longer term uptrend which has started remains intact, and we can hold for a target of 90. And to answer the investor's query about between Kingfisher and SpiceJet, the charts of SpiceJet are definitely more bullish. It's been in a much more smoother uptrend all the way from around levels of 9 or 10 in October 2008. It's been forming a pattern of higher tops and higher bottoms. It didn't have too much of a correction in this October-November period as well. So between the two counters, definitely SpiceJet is much stronger.
Alright, so Hitesh likes SpiceJet more. Jatinder, what's your call? Jeet is a trader joining us from Delhi. Jeet, good afternoon. What's your question?
Good evening. My question was on Glenmark. I have shares with an average price of about 300 rupees. Am I audible?
Yes, I can hear you. Where did you buy these shares? Because you're making a net return of more than 50 rupees on every share that you hold.
Yeah, that's right. I've been holding them for some time now, I think August or September. But this particular script seems to be in a range, it doesn't seem to move. It is around 350, 355, 60. So I was just worried whether this is the right time to exit or should I wait for some more time.
Alright, let's ask our guest on what should be the strategy for Glenmark. Hitesh, on the charts, it did have a good up move. If you compare it with, say, a Sun Pharma, over the last 3 months, it's given a return of 20% or so. But off late, it's become a little sluggish in range bound, something that our investors also noticed. Sun Pharma is up 11% this week, and Glenmark's gone nowhere. Should he book profits now? Should he wait? Will this consolidation lead to the next up move?
I think it's consolidating before the next up move, because Glenmark has been in a very smooth uptrend, but my advice would be to keep a stop loss of a close below 342, so you definitely lock in a part of the gains that you have seen till now, and you also have potential for higher gains. So my advice would be to hold on for a target of around 398 in the next 3 to 6 months with a stop loss of a close below 342.
Alright, this stock is poised to move upwards in the next 6 months. It could even come close to 400. So hold on, that's the advice Hitesh has. Jatinder, you're Bangalore. Salim, good afternoon. What's your question?
Good afternoon.
Yes, Salim, go ahead, ask your question.
I have 2,000 shares of Kalturi Global at the rate of 20 rupees 60 paisa. So I would like to have an advice should I hold it for 6 months or longer period, or should I sell it?
When did you buy these shares and what target are you looking for?
I have bought this share some 15 days back. 15 days back I have bought.
And what target are you looking
at? I'm looking at a target of 30 rupees.
30 rupees. All right. Let's ask our guest what's the call on Karti Global. Hitesh, your call on the stock. It is, of course, one of those stocks that was sidelined for suspected rigging, and it just collapsed very severely. Now our investor has got the stock after having heard all of that and is looking for a target of 30 rupees in 6 months. Do you think it's achievable, or is it too far stretched? What would you say?
This counter saw a high of 38 in October 2010, and like you pointed out, it's broken down from there. It's been making a pattern of lower tops and lower bottoms, so it's in an intermediate downtrend. I would be bullish on this counter if it goes above 24. Below that, it is strictly speaking in bear territory. So, and the current probability is that it heads downwards from here. My advice to the investor would be to exit, since his entry price is quite close to what the levels are currently. So there's no point in taking a chance in this counter since it's bearish. My advice would be to exit at current levels.
Alright, Risky professional joining us from Chennai. Vasan, good afternoon. What's your question?
I have 100 shares of Rural Electrification Corporation at 320. Can I expect around 15% return within a year or two?
Alright, 15% is very reasonable. Let's ask our guest, Hitesh, you feel 15% is reasonable for this counter? Do you think there is a scope that it may outperform? Because if you look at the charts, it was looking beautiful until the beginning of December, since when it's been correcting. What's your call?
I think this chart is very, very bullish currently. It's been in an uptrend since March 2009, and it's been making a pattern of higher tops and higher bottoms. The last significant bottom was 212. So what we are witnessing now is we are still in a primary trend, and this is just a secondary correction in that. So we should be making a higher bottom, which should in all probability be above 212. This counter could correct for some more time before turning upwards and heading to higher highs. So my suggestion would be to go through this painful period now, but you should see a change in direction pretty soon, and from that level onwards we should go much above current levels. 15% is something that the investor is hoping for. I feel that we could get 20 to 25% from here. In fact, we have a target of 425, which should be reached in the next 6 to 12 months.
Alright, 425 on REC. You make more money than perhaps you're expecting. That's Hitesh's call. That's enough. As you go, please leave us with your picks and disclosures.
Well, I have 4 short-term trading picks for today. The first one being Biocon, a target of 435 with a stop loss of 406. We are very bullish on Jindal Steel as well. We have a target of 724 on that with a stop loss of 693. HDFC, which is currently around 717 levels, we have a target of 735 on that with a stop loss of 702. And finally, ITC from the FMCG pack, currently around 174, we have a target of 180 with a stop loss of 171. By way of disclosure, Trendtech consultants, me or any of our clients could be having holdings in any of the stocks discussed today. Thank you very much.